it was just a great field overall.
Thank you.
Barry Davis, who's now the coach at the University of Wisconsin, Tim, and a Hall of Famer in the Iowa Hall of Fame after just a few minutes ago. Well, here we go. We're going to go to wrestling now. And in our lower weights, we're going to start out at AAA, 3A at 103 pounds. It's Joe Lucci of Iowa City High of Iowa City against freshman Cliff Moore of Dubuque Hempstead. And this is for the AAA 103-pound championship. 103. In the other weights, we will be setting up for you, too, on the other mats. The 1A match between Killian of Sloan Westwood and Aaron Robertson of Highland Riverside. At the 2A mat will be Jamie Taxted of Webster City, which is still trying to piece together some high finish here, and Justin Stanley, an undefeated wrestler from Wilton. Our referee will be Tim Byer from Greenfield between Joe Lucci and Cliff Moore in this AAA match at 103 pounds. And Tim,
yes,
I'll bet there are some pretty rapid heart rates out there right now as we get ready to go.
Well, you know, this first match is great. It's a rematch. It's the only loss of Cliff Moore's freshman year. Cliff Moore is only a freshman. The only loss he's had come to the hands of Joe Lucci. It's kind of like Mutt and Jeff out there when you look at the stature and the style here. The loss was 3-1 in sudden death overtime. So this is fantastic.
And Lucci is in the black, white, red uniform, and Cliff Moore of Hempstead is in the green. This is AAA 103. If you just joined us, you're right in time for the beginning of these wrestling championships. This is for the state championship, 103 pounds.
Lucci a senior and Moore a freshman. The veteran against the young upstart who doesn't seem feared or afraid at all. No fear in him.
Now up in the corner there, you see the 1A match between Kelly Killian and Aaron Robertson. We were telling you about a little bit ago. And at the AAA, at the AA, it's Jamie Taxted of Webster City and Justin Stanley, undefeated wrestler from Wilton.
Well, they're feeling each other out right here. And Lucci, he likes to throw. He likes to go upper body. And I would imagine that Cliff Moore will want to shoot low. You know, he'll want to stay low and not get caught in anything upper body.
103 pounders.
Look for some low singles, nothing at the midsection. He'll probably try to drop low and look for Lucci to go to his bread and butter. He likes to throw with that upper body, but he does have a lower single as well.
Moore's tying up on the 2-on-1, trying to keep Lucci out of his favorite positions. It's just a little less than a minute to go. Moore's trying to shot on both legs, and neither one of them worked.
Now you notice that Lucci, he can use that length probably, especially in a front headlock where he likes the ankle pick, etc. And that's something that Moore, he's had a chance one time. And there's Dan Dunham, Coach of the Year for 3A. He's been at Dubuque Senior. He's a charter member, he says. He's been there since 1969 or so, and that's a long time, well-deserved award by his peers. Coach of the Year, Dubuque Hempstead.
Moore was trying to get it on the leg, and Lucci fought him off with a wicked whizzer there. He had a real strong overhook to keep him out of whatever little move on the leg he wanted to make. We're in the last 20 seconds of the first period here at 103. The state championship on the line between Lucci and Moore.
You know, Coach Dunham was telling me that he coached Cliff Moore's dad. We were talking about the throw. He got the two.
To take down.
Moore avoided the back points there by rolling on through. And so there's the 2-point takedown.
And lightning struck right at the end of the period. Time has just run out.
He had an overhook, a little hip toss action right there, but Moore was able to roll through, and it's just a 2-point takedown.
The choice here.
We were talking there just a minute ago about Cliff Moore's dad being coached by Coach Dunham, and he said a couple of uncles also wrestled for him. His dad was a state qualifier, and a couple of them had been on the staff.
The choice goes to Dubuque Hempstead's Cliff Moore, and he defers, I believe, and Joe Lucci takes down City High. He had that throw for a 2-point takedown at the end of the first period. Now he escapes to go up 3-0.
Of course, Joe Lucci, coached by great wrestler, national champion from Iowa, and longtime wrestling coach from Lisbon, and now at City High, where he's already won a state championship in his first year as the coach. Brad Smith, the head coach at City High, Iowa City.
Lucci got to this final with 3 decisions. He beat Jay Bowman of Waverly Shell Rock 10-8, then Tony Brown on a squeaker. That was his closest one in the quarterfinals at Sioux City, Heelan. He beat Luke Richardson of Pleasant Valley 5-0 in the semis. Moore got here with a technical fall in the first round and 2 decisions. His semifinal win was over David Brown of Lamars, and here they are in this championship match, and now we have a minute and a half to go in the second period of 3. 3 periods long. It's 3-0 in favor of the man in the black, City High's Joe Lucci.
Joe Lucci lives with the coach, Brad Smith. His mom moved to Wyoming last year, and he went with him and placed second in the state. And just decided
in Wyoming, huh?
In Wyoming, and he missed this Iowa atmosphere and this Iowa wrestling too much, and he's back in Iowa City. And I mean, why wouldn't you miss this? So when you look at this full house,
look at him control that the chin and that really tough front headlock.
So here he is, already matched his, Lucci's already matched his performance last year in Wyoming. At least there's Brad Smith. What a great coach. Everywhere he's gone, he's been a winner. And he expects a lot out of his wrestlers, and they respond to him.
Get him wiped off.
A minute and 4 seconds to go. They're going to wipe up the mat a little bit here for some check on something. Brad Smith went to City High. Last stop before that was Lisbon, and boy, those Lisbon teams over the years, they've had great teams.
They got thumb on the mat.
Al Baxter started that tradition at Lisbon, and then Brad Smith came in and didn't miss a beat. He's just he's a fantastic coach, great technician. Like I said, he sets a high standard, and the kids respond. You see, his assistant is one of his former great wrestlers at Lisbon, C.T. Campbell.
Ready, guys?
3-0 in favor of the man in black and red there. Iowa City High's Joe Lucci with about a minute, just a little less than a minute to go in the second period of 3 periods. He's controlling the tie very much, and when Moore goes under, he's being blocked off and actually putting himself in a little bit of danger there with that throws, just like you saw at the end of the first period, Tim.
And if you just joined us, Moore, a freshman, going up against Lucci, a senior. They've met once this year. Moore's only loss coming to Lucci from Iowa City in sudden death, 3-1 in a dual meet.
And very talented freshman.
Lucci,
now there, he likes to shoot the legs. He's different, 2 different styles, and Lucci is called this time.
Let's go.
Warned for stalling with 30 seconds to go in the second period.
Notice how they're fighting for that position in there, trying to get the inside position so they can work their favorite moves. Who's going to win?
Here comes Moore on the leg.
There, little duck action. Didn't quite get it. Another duck to the other side. A lot of activity by this freshman Cliff Moore. He's a very impressive wrestler. A lot of power packed in him in that.
Again, that whizzer.
Time.
That's that overhook that Lucci works. And the second period ends with a score 3-0 in favor of Lucci.
Got a warning, Red.
But there is
that
Cliff Moore's coach, Dan Dunham. Seems very calm. Maybe what will be, he's saying, and he figures his young man is going to escape here and get back on the feet. It's 3-0 in favor of the man on top, Joe Lucci.
And both these wrestlers are dangerous. Lucci, 19 pins out of 32 wins. Moore, 11 pins out of 29 wins. They both can stick their opponents' shoulders to the mat.
Freshman against a senior, you know, that's a lot of difference in age, really, and maturity. And it's a remarkable performance. You don't often see the seniors at 103 pounds. So Joe Lucci is winning this one 3-0 with a minute and a half to go. There's no riding time point in high school, as you know. So it's just a tough ride here.
Same way.
Lucci, a tough rider on top. You can see why. He's got the length, you know, and uses his weight well, uses his leverage well. He was a state qualifier in Iowa 2 years ago as a sophomore. Moved away to Wyoming, got second, moved back, and going for his first state championship. And a big stand-up there. Got good hand control. Came out Moore for 1 point.
So it's 3-1, and Moore is doing what he should do. He went right on the attack.
Boy, he's just getting right after him.
He's in there with a tough defensive wrestler, but there's 1:04 to score. And that's one of the things we've noticed in this high school tournament. You don't see people standing around. These young people, you see it more and more every year. They just go after each other.
No, they do. It's just a lot of action all the time.
51 seconds to go. The man in black is leading 3-1. There is a takedown difference between them. Again, Moore, the freshman in green from Dubuque Hempstead, trying to work something outside. He went a duck under, but the man was not there, and he went behind. So now we're down to 35 seconds.
There's another shot. He's putting some pressure.
Oh, there's a go behind, but he doesn't have him down yet. He lost him. He did get the takedown.
Yeah, I thought he looked like he thought he had the takedown, but he wasn't going to ride him, and
he wants to give up the point and take a chance on winning a takedown in the last 15 seconds.
He's trying to duck. He's got a plan, but he's running out of time.
Got a young man.
Oh, nice pick.
Oh, yes.
Best defense is a good offense, and that's what Lucci says to win a state title.
A terrific move by Lucci at the end when things went on the line. I don't think he was given any points at the end, but he didn't need them. 4-3 in favor of the now state champion, Joe Lucci of City High of Iowa City, who just beat Dubuque Hempstead's Cliff Moore.
Nice match.
4-3. Cliff Moore will be back.
Yes, he will.
Turn around here.
There is Joe Lucci. Congratulations to Joe and his coach, Brad Smith. One more state champion for Brad. He's had a bunch. Now we're at 103 pounds, and I believe all the other matches at this weight have...
well, we had a couple of winners. Aaron Robertson from Highland Ainsworth Riverside won the championship in 1A, and over...
Let's go to Dean Gorgon. He'll tell us about it, Tim.
Well, in single A, I should say, Aaron Robertson of Highland Rivers, a sophomore, defeated senior Killian of Sloan Westwood 6-1. It was closer than that score indicates. There was a 3-point near fall just in the final 10 seconds. Dick, what do you have?
All right, Dean, at 103 pounds, your champion is Justin Stanley, Jamie Taxted. And Justin Stanley went off in a match that ended up 1-0 in favor of the Webster City junior, Taxted, over Stanley. It was as tight as it could be with a couple of stalling points, one for each individual. Now let's go back to Doug.
How about that? That is a win for Webster City. They had third place.
Presenting the Class 1A 103-pound awards, Coach Jeff Weiland of Highland Ainsworth Riverside. Sixth place, Che Ullman, Riceville. Fifth place, Gordy Holland, Gilbert. Fourth place, Caleb McCarty, Guthrie Center. Third place, Tyler Jones, Lisbon. Runner-up, Kelly Killian, Sloan Westwood. And the 1A 103-pound champion from Highland Ainsworth Riverside, Aaron Robertson.
So that's the 1A at 103 pounds.
Presenting the Class 2A 103-pound awards, Coach Dick Kennedy of Webster City. Sixth place, Mike Zeidelman, Dyersville Beckman. Fifth place, Raul Weiser, Perry. Fourth place, Joe Glissman, Knoxville. Third place, Tony Schuthart, New Hampton. Runner-up, Justin Stanley, Wilton. And the Class 2A 103-pound champion from Webster City, Jamie Taxted.
From Webster City, and his coach, the winning wrestler's coach, always is one who makes the award, Jamie Taxted. He won it 1-0. And he beat an undefeated wrestler, Justin Stanley of Wilton, to do it. That's 2A. Let's go to 3A, 103 pounds. The big schools here.
Presenting the Class 3A 103-pound awards, Coach Brad Smith of Iowa City City High. 6th place, Luke Richardson, Pleasant Valley. 5th place, David Brown, Lamar's. 4th place, Bobby Dugan, Muscatine. 3rd place, Tony Brown, Sioux City, Heelan. Runner-up, Cliff Moore, Dubuque, Hempstead. And the Class 3A 103-pound champion from Iowa City City High, Joe Lucci.
Congratulations. Dick Trotter, tell us about the match we missed at 112.
At 112 pounds, Nick Barron of West Liberty won it all in '94.